I practiced this moment 1,000 times, counting coins in my closet, whispering to Max through the kennel fence, "We'll be together again, I'd promise." But now the numbers are too big. 40,000. My piggy bank might as well be empty. Dad used to say Max could find anything. Lost keys, missing hikers, even the truth. But how do I find this much money? The man in the front row keeps bidding. His suit costs more than our car. Mom's hand is shaking on my shoulder. Max is barking now, his paws scrambling against the stage. He remembers me. He knows. I can't lose him. Not after losing Dad. Not after 5 years of silence. The auctioneer's voice booms again. $60,000, and my heart shatters like glass. I knew it was a setup. The call came in too clean. Suspicious package behind the old pharmacy, but protocol said go. I left Max in the car. Always leave the dog in the car. Then I saw the glint. The shooter was just a kid. Couldn't have been older than 16. He hesitated. That's all it took. First bullet hit my vest. Second one didn't. Last thing I heard was Max barking. Last thing I felt. His paws on my chest, his warmth. I tried to say it. Go to Emma. But the blood choked me. Now I'm just gone. And Max, he's stuck in the kennel, howling at the door every night, waiting for me. Just like Emma waits. After Dad died, the words got stuck, like rocks in my throat. Mom took me to doctors. Selective mutism, they called it. Rick bought me a white noise machine to help me sleep. But the only thing that helped was Max. Every Sunday, Mom drove me to the canine training center. I'd press my hands to the chain link fence, and Max would press his nose to mine. I told him everything about kids at school who whispered "ghost girl," about how Rick's hugs felt wrong, about how Dad's voice was fading from my dreams. Max listened. He understood. Then they said he'd be auctioned. Department policy. That's when I started saving. Because if I couldn't speak, at least I could fight. I knew Rick resented Max. But this is betrayal. The email burns in my hands. Thank you for your discretion, Mr. Thompson. Hammond Security appreciates your cooperation. My fingers trace the logo. James Hammond, the man who just bid $60,000 for my daughter's heart. Rick won't look at me. It's for her own good, he mumbles. That dog's a crutch. The beer bottle sweats in his grip. I want to scream. Instead, I whisper, "You're right. Max is a crutch. He's the only thing holding her up." The fridge hums. Clock ticks. And somewhere upstairs, Emma dreams of a dog she might lose tomorrow. Your husband didn't die for nothing, Margaret. He died because he knew too much. My daughter Jessica, she worked at Meridian. Found out they were dumping toxins in the creek. She filed a report. 3 weeks later, her car malfunctioned on Black Ridge Pass. David caught the case. Max alerted to chemicals in her trunk. Chemicals Meridian used. Next thing I know, David's dead, Max is benched, and Hammond's firm gets a fat contract with Meridian. Coincidence? Hell no. That auction isn't about a dog. It's about burying the last witness. David's handwriting. God, I'd forgotten how he looped his E's. These pages smell like his old leather notebook. Day 37. Max alerted to creek sample number 4. Same compound as Bennett girl's car. This was his last case. This is why he. Paper rustles. And now Hammond's coming for these. For Max. Fuss. The clock says 2:17 a.m. Rick's still asleep upstairs. Emma's curled around that snow globe like it's a lifeline. And I'm realizing these papers might get us all killed. But if I don't fight, that kills Emma's soul. They say dogs forget people after 6 months. Liars. Max remembers everything. The way Dad scratched behind his ears. The bacon I smuggled him under the table. The night we. Sniffle. The night we sat together in Dad's closet, breathing in his shirts because the funeral flowers smelled like lies. Today's auction day. In 3 hours, someone else will say, Max, heel, and he'll have to obey. But right now he's mine. His paws are making snow angels in the kibble crumbs. His tail thumps when I whisper good boy in Dad's voice, and when I walk away, he won't howl. He'll sit at attention like he was trained, because breaking my heart would hurt worse than losing his own. You're late, Robert. The auction starts in 90 minutes. Ice clinks in glass. No, the girl isn't a concern. The mother's broke and the stepfather's on payroll. Bennett, a grieving fool playing detective, picks up Emma's photo. This mutt's the real problem. Carter trained it to detect Meridian's signature compounds. One alert during a prison visit, one whiff at a deposition, shreds photo. That dog dies today. What? Laughs. Of course I'll win the bid, but if by some miracle I don't, taps sheriff's badge. That's what department accidents are for. Rick says we have to move on, says Dad wouldn't want me stuck in the past. But Rick never knew Dad. Not really. Dad saved the last pancake for me every Sunday. Dad let Max sleep on the bed during thunderstorms. Glass shatters. The snow globe was his first gift to me. For when I'm on night shifts, he said, shake it and I'll know you're thinking of me. 5 years later, the glitters clumped. The badge is tarnished. And Rick's boot just crushed them both. Something inside me snaps. My throat burns. And for the first time since Dad's funeral, I scream. Jessica always loved dogs. Wanted to be a vet before Meridian offered that research scholarship. Counts bills, $37,000. Not enough. It's another stacked there. 50 even. My entire savings. For a dog I don't want. Buckles briefcase. Hell, maybe Hammond's right, maybe I am a fool. But when that little girl stood in the aisle yesterday, when that dog howled, saw my Jessica in her, saw what we lost, starts walking. Meridian thinks money silences everything. Today we prove some things are louder. The symbolic compass ending. The girl is afraid. I smell it through the rain, her sweat, her salt, her need. The metal cuts my shoulders, but I dig deeper. The man who fed me steak, Hammond, thinks chains hold me. But the girl taught me better. She taught me about tunnels under blankets, about hiding treats in socks, about growls. The bad place, Meridian, that took the good man, David. My paws bleed, but the wind carries her voice now. Not words, but the hum the good man used to sing. To run, toward the light, toward her. I carried David's casket, polished his damn boots for the funeral. But this, Tap's badge. This proves he was right. Meridian's lab reports match the toxins in Jessica Bennett's car, match what Max alerted on at the creek. Leans in, and Hammond knew, paid us to lose evidence. But here's what he forgot. Chuckles. Canine handlers keep backup logs. David's notes. They're in his daughter's piggy bank. The one Hammond laughed at. Stands. Your Honor, I move to reinstate Max as a material witness and return him to his partner. The words feel like broken glass. But I let them out. Max found Dad's deep breath. Dad's flashlight in the creek. The night he looks at Hammond. You're sweating. Why, did you think a mute girl couldn't testify? Touches Max's head. Max alerts to 3 things: drugs, blood, and liars. Right now, he's staring at you. Stands. This badge isn't evidence. It's a promise. And today, we're keeping it. We plant the pieces today. The piggy bank, the snow globe, the what-ifs. Laughs softly. Max digs him up twice a week. Brings me the muddy badge like it's a retrieved ball. Some bonds don't break. They just change shape. Rick builds a dog run. Emma whispers to her teacher. And me. I finally open David's closet. The shirts don't smell like him anymore. But when Max curls up in them, voice breaks. For a second I hear them both breathing. North is where your heart points, kiddo. Always. Chuckles. Look at you, taller, louder, still stealing my socks from Max. He's getting slow now. So are you taking the long way home just to let him sniff every mailbox? Buzz. The compass was never about directions. It was about this: the sun on your back, the dog at your heels, the road ahead. Keep walking them. We're right beside you. Turns out the best way to find what's lost is to help others search.